What's going on, y'all? This is RFBM, Raising the Financial Bar with Mar. And today I want to talk to you about CapitalOne's 11-month 360 CD with a special 5% APY rate. So for those of you that don't know what a CD is, it is a certificate of deposit, basically a savings product that earns interest on a lump sum for a fixed period of time. So for those of you that have money in high yield savings accounts especially, or money market accounts, this is something that will more than likely benefit you simply because it has a higher percentage yield than those other products and is a higher percentage base than a lot of competitors that have certificate of deposits also. Now, the biggest trade-off with this product is, although you'll get a higher percentage yield than other products, is you have to have the money in there for a fixed amount of time. And if you attempt to withdraw it earlier than the predetermined period, you will receive early withdrawal fees. And honestly, I don't have a problem with that simply because it essentially gives you a disincentive to take out the money early because the goal is to save, no? So CapitalOne actually has terms from as low as 6 months to as high as 60 months. However, the ones that they highlighted here is the 11-month for 5%, 2 years for 4.30%, and 5 years for 4.10%. Now, keep in mind, these percentages can vary. However, that's just fluctuating on the account. Once you open the account, whatever you sign up for and you agree to, it will be fixed for that period of time. So there's no minimum balance required to open a CD account, so you can deposit what works best for you. However, you're going to want to put a substantial amount in there just because that's going to get you your best bang for your buck if you want your money to grow. It's also FDI insured, so every CapitalOne CD balance is insured up to the FDIC's allowable limits. You know, that fluctuates, so just be on the lookout for that. Then you can decide when your CD account interest is paid out, so that could be end of term, monthly, or annually. That's nice that they give you that flexibility. There's also no market risk. So what CapitalOne means by that is the CD's performance isn't tied to a market's variability, so no risk involved in that sense. Also, there's guaranteed returns because, again, this is a fixed rate over the term of your account. And of course, with a lot of CapitalOne products, it's easy to open online. So circling back to the bottom of that page where they have the CDs, what I'm going to do here is just type in a random amount just so you can get an idea of how much earnings you would get at that period. Again, realistically, this is not something that's going to make you hit the jackpot, but again, this is more about saving and getting the best rate at a fixed amount and just having that available for you in the foreseeable future. All right, so as of this video, annual percentage yields are variable and effective as of 2/21/2023. So again, remember, the CD rates are fixed once you open the account, but they are subject to change prior to you opening them. So always keep that in mind. Always do your research. But yeah, if you're looking to get that 5% rate on this 11-month CD, you're going to want to get on that as soon as possible because it does expire March 14th of 2023, which is really just around the corner, if we're being honest. So I know I talked about fees that you would incur if you attempted to withdraw your money early, and this is just very important for you to look into. It appears that there's a penalty of 3 months of interest for 12-month CD accounts or less if you withdraw early. So for CD accounts longer than 12 months, the penalty for withdrawing early is 6 months of interest. So it will be in your best interest, no pun intended, to just leave it alone. All right, so the next FAQ question I found important was about when your CD reaches maturity. So once your CD matures, you have a 10-day window called a grace period where you have 3 choices. So that would be withdraw your money and put it in another account, withdraw your money and open a different CD, or allow your CD to renew. So keep in mind, if you don't withdraw your money, CapitalOne will automatically renew your CD for the same term, although it may be at a different rate than the previous term. So make sure that you're keeping up to date with all of this. The next thing I thought was important is that you can add beneficiaries to your 360 CD savings account, and you can assign up to 10 individuals as payable on death beneficiaries. So that means while you're alive, the beneficiaries won't have access to anything, but in the event that something happens to you, then those will be the individuals that will be able to receive that money. So those are a couple of the most important things I thought were essential through the FAQs. Now, I think it's imperative that you read everything in that FAQ, because I do think it's going to cover a lot of things that you may also already be thinking of. But yeah, once again, 11 months, certificate of deposit, 5% APY. You can't beat that. Typically, you'll click open account. I went a bit through the process, but since I'm not opening it, I didn't go all the way. If you have a Capital One account, log in through there. If you don't, click no. It's going to break down a couple of details there for you. Then you're going to go ahead and continue. Next section here is going to show you the different rates that you have available to choose from. Put in your first and last name. Next thing you're going to do is add your email address, your phone number, where you live, your country of citizenship, your current employment status, your job title, annual income, and then lastly, your social security. That way that they can verify you, and date of birth. Now, I didn't go any further than this, but if you look at the top, you can get an idea of what's going to happen afterwards. You're going to go ahead and review the terms and conditions before checking everything off and agreeing to them. As I always say, you want to make sure you're reading the fine print. At that point, you'll go ahead and be brought into the portal where you can go ahead and add funds right away. Don't have to, but if we're opening an account today, I would assume that you're going to add money now. At that point, they'll also give you a date that will be your maturity date for your interest on all of the funds. As always, I appreciate the support. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, comment below as well. I truly appreciate the support. Just working on ramping up this content here and just giving you practical things that I find interesting that I also think can be helpful for you. Peace, love, blessings, take care. Hope all is well with everybody.
Our own mind has to be changed. We have to change our mind about ourselves.
Because this world is such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like taught that from school.
I don't come to bow, I come to conquer.